Okay, so I have used plethora of headphones, so much so that I am at a point where new headphones don't surprise me that much. If some new headphones turns out to be good, then I am kind of expecting it to be. However, saying that, this particular headphone has literally given me an eargasm. This is Urbanears Plattan 2. Plattan is a Swedish word which means plate, which does not make sense, but this is one truly amazing sounding headphone. In fact, I am confused right now that how come there are not many reviews of this particular product where people are reviewing boatload of craps. This is so underrated, which reminds me of something. Anyway, let's talk about why I am so impressed with this particular headphone right after the intro. This is Parth. You're watching Infopal. Okay, let's start with the build quality. The headphone looks minimal and classy, as you can say from the look of it. Design seems to be quite inspired from the Marshall headphones with the metal wire sliders and the suspended wires, which I am not a big fan of, but more on that later. But it has its own flavor with the rounded ear cups and the material choices. It is a plastic build and a good quality plastic build. The use of fabric material on the headband area is bound to catch some eyeballs and a lot of dirt because of that, but it adds to the classy look. Earmuffs and the headband cushion uses the fox leather. However, I am concerned with the stitching on the fox leather as it seems to be an obvious contender for the deterioration. The single joystick multifunction button feels tactile, but it moves quite a lot, resulting in a bit of difficulty in clicking, especially when turning on. But this multifunction button also provides an unique vibe to the headphone. Okay, my first problem with this headphone is it is difficult to hang on the neck during the idle time because of these suspended wires. It constantly tickles me in the neck, which kind of annoys me, but if that turns you on, then it's completely up to you. But it is lightweight, weighing at 145 grams. It is one of the most lightweight headphones in this price segment. However, the headband tension is not so comfortable. It clamps too tightly for my liking, but it's a general problem with all the on-ear headphones. Or maybe it's a problem with my ears. Anyway, the point is it hurts. It hurts after half an hour of use, so a little adjustment here and there will definitely help for the long hour usage. Now talking about the long hour usage, let's talk about the endurance of this headphone. Urbanears claims to have a battery life of 30 hours. In my usage, I got a shade over 25 hours with the first charge. I said first, not fast, no fast charging, also no Type-C cable. It charges through micro USB, which is not so cool, but hey, at least the charging cable looks cool. Pairing is another problem with this headphone. It might take a couple of attempts, especially if you are re-pairing with another device. Just turning on the pairing mode on the headphone by pressing and holding the power button is not enough. You actually have to switch off the Bluetooth on the previous device. Only then it will allow you to connect to the other device. Okay, one unique thing about this headphone is you can pass through the audio to another headphone or earphone using the 3.5mm port on the headphone. It is great if you have someone to share the music or movies with. Okay, let's talk about the microphone quality. So as usual, what I've done is I've called to my second number and this call has been recorded over there. Now to avoid any interference, I've kept the phone in the other room. Now to give you a perspective about the environment, it is a typical home setup with two fans running overhead and all the windows are open. So this will give you a fair idea how it will perform in a typical home setup. Let me know what you think about the microphone quality. Alright, back to the video.
I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait.
Okay, now let's talk about my favorite thing in this headphone, the sound quality. Let's break it down and let's start with the sound signature. This is not a balanced headphone by any means. Bass is definitely boosted, but it is subtle and has a lot of clarity. It dissolves into a sweet and punchy tone, so it does not feel harsh. Another good thing is bass does not bleed over to the vocals. Vocals stay isolated, it goes deep, feels crisp and has a lot of details. It also does a good job of controlling the harshness in the upper mid, so the high pitched voices does not sound ear piercing. Another thing that I really look forward to in any headphone or earphone, that how does it present the vocals in the mix, whether the vocals gets lost in the mix. It does not in this headphone, which is really a commendable job at this price point. The highs also sound really impressive. There is a good amount of instrument separation as well as resolution. It is definitely one of the most musical sounding headphones that I have tested in this price point. Volume wise, it also does a good job. 60 to 70% volume was adequate for me indoors. It's a passive noise cancelling headphone and it does an average job isolating the background noises, but it does a great job curtailing the sound bleeding. In fact, you can't hear anything even if the headphone is playing at full volume. It's such an underrated feature, even the company does not promote it. Just like I don't actively promote this channel. But by far the best part of this headphone is the clarity. I have discovered so many new elements in the music using this headphone, and those songs I have been listening for quite a long time. In fact, I kept playing all the songs out of curiosity just to find out what new instrument or new detail or some new thing that I'll discover in those songs. It literally gave me goosebumps. Okay, that's a bit overboard, but what I was hearing really blew me away. Soundstage is also decent with good stereo separation, not so much of the depth, but the imaging is true. Watching movies is also a good experience using this headphone. I watched the newly released Kingdom, Ashin of North in Netflix using this headphone. The show had a great sound design and background score, and this headphone presented them really well. Okay, final thoughts. To be honest with you, my pre-assumption with this headphone was it is one of those good looking headphones with average sound, just like JS X5, but I was totally surprised with the sheer quality of the sound. If you can adjust with the headband tension and take good care and make peace with the painful process of pairing, this is one of the best sounding headphones that you will find in this price range. I highly recommend this. I will leave a link down below. Anyway, this is where I take part. If you have any queries or suggestions, feel free to use the comment section. Until next time, this is Parth signing off from eENFOPAL. You guys stay safe, stay strong. I'll see you in the next video.